I'm so depressed, Larry. Come on, we got a show to do here. What's the point of it all? The sun's gonna go out in a few billion years and all life here is gonna be wiped out. He's gotta be the most disappointing person we've ever worked with. Cheer up or I'll smack you with my tail. Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here, and we're continuing our look at legacy figures this month, because we managed to score one of the Stunticons. This is Dead End. Now of course, Dead End is based on a Generation 1 character. Here's that version of it now. In the original Generation 1 continuity, it was said in his bio that Dead End was pretty much a sullen and fatalistic sort of character, almost bordering on manic depressive, due to the fact that he really didn't see the point in anything. So he was the toughest one to motivate to do anything, really, since, like we stated there in the opening of the video, he really didn't see the point in doing anything. Except one thing, really. Dead End had it in his mind that when he was finally going to meet his maker, he was going to go out in style. So he had himself a very meticulous and special regimen to keep his body very, very clean and shiny. So that way when he does die, he would leave behind a beautiful corpse for all to admire. And that would usually be the subject of ridicule by his commander, Motormaster, which would be the only thing that would motivate him to go out and fight. More than likely, Hasbro has made some changes to that out of his personality. But as you can see, there's little resemblance between the Generation 1 figure and the modern one. As we can see here, the original one had a gold-colored face, and he had a fair amount of detail provided by the stickers on the toy. Whereas the modern figure goes with a purple eye visor and an orange face. And of course, since he has no stickers, he's lacking a little bit of the colorful details, but he does have more molded on detail, which kind of makes him look a little bit better. Since, I mean, while the stickers were always nice in the Generation 1 era, they did tend to get worn out very quickly. Alright, let's move the old one aside here, and we'll take a look here at Dead End's accessories. He comes with two of these guns. They're predominantly molded in black, but they have a purple color here on the sight and on the ends of the barrel. So they look kind of nice. Now, unlike the other Stunticons, Dead Ends cannot be combined together, so they are always as a separate gun. And also, unlike many of the other toys in this line, he does not have a spot on his backside where the guns can be stored. So he is forever cursed to carry his guns. Now that we've removed him of his weapons, let's take a look at his articulation a little bit. His head can be turned from side to side. Unfortunately, there is no ball joint, so it cannot move up and down. His arm can be raised up about so far, and it does rotate at the shoulder all the way. May have to move it slightly to clear the car kibble on his back. His arm can be bent at the elbow 90 degrees, and it does have a swivel at the bicep. So he has G.I. Joe battle grip. You can twist him at his hips. This is a brand new figure, and he twists very easily. You can spread his legs apart into a full splits. He does have a bit of a thigh cut, but to go the one way, it does end up getting in the way of his legs due to the car kibble. You can raise his leg up at the hip 90 degrees, and you can bend the leg at the knee 90 degrees. Although it really only makes him just slightly shorter. And of course there is some articulation at his ankle, but that's more for transforming him than for actual use. Okay, transforming Dead End is a rather simple affair, very surprisingly. Even though he shares a lot in common with some of the others that have been released, he is somewhat unique. Alright, to start, we move his arms out a little bit, because we're going to rotate this excess kibble at his forearms down, like so. Then, of course, once we've done that, we can rotate the tires on his shoulders so they fold down. They're on a special hinge piece. It's easiest if they go around the back side than around the front. And we're going to come here to his back. We're going to pop the back section off like so and fold it downwards. Then we'll come here to his arms. You'll pop them free at the shoulder and fold his arms down like so. And we'll take his head, rotate the section it's on so that it goes all the way inside. And then next we'll come here to his arms. The arms will fold up and the shoulder pieces should connect up here like so. Of course, we'll come back here and we're going to close that up. Then we can bring his arms down. Now his hands are going to go inside behind his chest plate. But this little extra bit from the car kibble is going to go right next to him, just like that. Should just snap in just like that. Really very easy. Then we come back here to the car bit. I'm going to take the hood of the car and we're going to fold it out and get it to cover the arms. It may take a little work to get it to fit down on a brand new one. But you see, didn't really take much effort at all on our part. Now we come down here to his legs. We're going to fold his feet up so that they form the back of the car. We're going to turn him onto his underside, and we pop open these leg covers. Just like that. Then you can bring the legs together, snap them together, and then basically we're going to fold them inwards so that they line up and snug up against the car. Now there are some people that have reported they have issues getting this to happen. And they recommend just a simple push the legs in a bit. But as you saw, I didn't have any trouble with it. So, oh well, we ain't going to worry about it. And then after that, put the leg covers back in place. And then there you have it. He is in his car mode. which is meant to be a little bit indeterminate, since of the fact that Hasbro's avoiding paying licensing fees. Although his Generation 1 counterpart was listed to be a Porsche 923. But of course, a number of years back, the Porsche company decided they didn't want to have anything to do with violent robot toys. Obviously, since Mirage in the upcoming Rise of the Beasts movie is going to be a Porsche, they've obviously decided to change that stance. And of course, we can do an attack mode because there's holes here in where his feet were at. And you can just simply attach the guns in there. The guns are kind of angled though, so he's basically going to be shooting at low-flying objects or very tall ones. Whereas his original toy had this simple mounted cannon that attached to his backside. If nothing else, I do like how close it does resemble the original car. It's not a perfect replica, of course, but it does carry over a lot of the details. Like with the inlaid headlights here, and of course the gold and silver stripe that runs down the driver's side of the car. I like how on the modern one it is a painted detail, so that's a lot better than the sticker that was on the original. Because as many collectors will tell you, a lot of the stickers did not survive. So now we get to my thoughts. I do like this version of Dead End. It is, again, like the others have been, a nice homage to the original, but also does things in its own way. The lack of the stickers, unfortunately, takes away some of the extra color that the toy had, but I don't really see that as much of a downside. I'm sure there'll eventually be an aftermarket kit out there that might make some stickers for it, if you're picky about that sort of thing. But all in all, this one's actually one of the better ones that's been put out. He doesn't require a whole lot of effort to transform. And his two guns aren't too bad. So I kind of like it. I'm ready to see him get mounted up to be Menasor now. But we still got one more to go. Fortunately, we do have it, so you will see it before the month ends. At any rate, that's my review of the Legacy version of Dead End. I hope you all enjoyed it. And please do remember that if you like the content we feature here on this channel, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is Sparkster1701 saying I'll catch you all later.